Also, I probably should move and do this. Hold on, paste reference. We're gonna have it up here because I don't think we're gonna need anything up here. I think I can be here because that is actually there. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's good. It's good. It's good. 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 All right, voices. Fuck. It's like I just see this game like something in my head. Just like there was something going on here. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna do voices. Ugh, I can't take this. Don't try to go anywhere. Fuck, I cannot do female voices, especially squeaky ones. You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen. I'm sorry, but Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free. No, I can't allow that to happen. Well, what do you propose to do then? Fucking hell, like, why am I even trying? Holy shit. Yo! Well, hello. Sorry, I'm so used to, like, just checking what color it is. And just like, okay, I know who you are. Like, I don't know who you are. Hello there. Robbie got that swag. Sorry, it's like, I just had to, like, realize, how do you even say that name? 1 year and 8 months. Whoa! Nice to see you here. It's just Robbie. Yeah, welcome, Robbie. It's so strange because you have an orange on my Streamlabs, but you have pink on my screen. It's like, it got me a little bit odd there. And also, if you're wondering why the follow thing is actually empty, it's because there is a bot that's been following us. Didn't it show? It did show. It did show for me, at least. It showed for 1 year and 8 months. It has been showing up. Well, what happened with our face? What happened with us? What that was a... Holy fuck. I saw the takedown. I just realized the camera just spin around, like, what happened? Sato, what? This is a bit I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit trippy. I'm going to need you to prove it. Sorry, prove it? Yes, your innocence. With evidence. But how am I supposed to... Have you forgotten already? Perhaps just a few weeks ago. Yeah, because last time we actually just... They believe we killed someone. Oh, holy crap, yeah, I could probably make it easier for me to just change my voice using voice mod, but hell no. I don't even know what it sounds like. Nope, not this one. Not this one, and I am so happy about that. This is actually the Great Ace Attorney. A year ago or more like that, I played the trilogy of Ace Attorney. But this is actually the Great Ace Attorney, which has never been released outside of Japan until they made a remake now for the Switch, which came out like, I don't know, a few months ago. Well, there is actually like a male to female voice on voice mod, but I could do Chipmunk. Yeah, I do like this game. I do adore that I actually came through making this something more, something like I haven't played before. I wouldn't care if they made remakes for the ones on the 3DS. Like, I would still play them. Do I even have any? Do I have anything on me? Paper seal. Simu, stick this over the doors. Yeah, so why did he do that then? If no one would understand what it even meant. Yes, this was actually stuck on the door while I was in there.
Yes!
That's kind of like... Tell me, when I was discovered in the water before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors? Can I please, like, be a real person and just turn around? Like, it's a bit odd. I'm like talking to her chin. Yeah, well, I've never played this game. I know that for a fact. But I played, like, the trilogy of the original games, just called Ace Attorney. So I have played this style, but not this game. I know that. I have not done that. Other than, like... What is it? 3 or 2 weeks in a row now. Just in case the cabin steward or another room member decided to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well.
Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you appealed that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them.
But I were truly the culprit. I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own. I do love that they literally just handcuffed me because I'm the only person in that place. But that is actually kind of very, like, obvious that he cannot just do that.
Yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Can you please speak like a normal person? Like, turn around. It's like, I don't know where to look. Everything is upside down. It's, like, annoying.
Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you.
Thank you. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up? Yeah, please. I want to be able... There we go. Is that a turkey leg on the floor? Can you see that under the history button? Is that a turkey leg? Yes, I have played that one. That is one of the... Which one was it? Was it the second game or the third game? Don't you remember, Gani? Very Big Circus. It's the fabulous guy. Hold on. We need to have this now. You have to remember. You have to remember.
Bitch, I'm fabulous! Oh!
When I use that like a maniac. Yeah, exactly. It's the Circus of Thriller. Yeah, I've streamed it. As I said, I've streamed all those 3 games. I begin with the first one, the second one, and then the third one. And then when that was over, I don't remember what I did. No, wait, I did actually Zero Escape. Wait, it was so long ago. When did I even do that? Probably, because that's the only, those are the only, like, games I've streamed with this, because there were no other. Yeah, I think I remember you saying that, Gani.
Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here, at least.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm still, like, handcuffed. So you finally believe me.
I'm sorry, no.
Look, I allow you to do this. You believe me? Hell no. Okay, yeah, well, thank you for that then.
I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of a conjuring trick to put the sign back in position.
I don't know what to even say there. I don't know what to say.
For now, I suggest you investigate as thorough as possible in here. I'll do the same.
Alright, let's get to work then.
Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts.
Oh, yeah, she did just say that.
I shall be watching you to make sure you don't do that you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring trick to destroy evidence, for example.
Right. Okay. Fair, I think. Okay, so yeah, let's check here. I want to investigate. Oh, oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, he's still in here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, before I actually check stuff, I'm just gonna like look around. Wait, can I actually? So I can go right and left. Oh, that's nice. Well, the only thing, like, there is a turkey leg. It's a turkey leg and a knife. It is this katana. A mat. It cannot be something that they actually had in this place. There must be like something they brought there. The bandana. Do you mean one of my scarf things? I think I have two here. Because that's the only bandana thing I can think of. That's the only bandana I can think of. Okay, so what is that for wooden thing anyway? Like, there's a candle. There's a piece of something. A mug? No. Looks like a bell. Yeah, I did really die. Yeah, I did have a skull one. I don't know if it's really a bandana. It's called something else, but I do have a skull one. I think it's washed, actually. I should probably remember to have that. It's something I started to have when I started streaming, but it's like, it just felt weird to try and keep up with it all the time. Trying to like remember always have it on me. Wait, clean into. So something must have been used.
The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little Netsuke fastener from a kimono outfit.
Okay, hold on. I feel like I need so much, like... What is that for something? Like, I'm not even close to Japanese. I don't even know what it is for something. Oh, it's a... sort of a button or something, it says. Huh. That's interesting. I'll literally read here. It's like... It's a sort of a miniature button of different materials. Okay. I was just wondering what a Netsuke was for something. Or fastener. Netsuke and fastener. I didn't know what a what it was for something. So I do wonder what's that.
And the mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? Sort of brick-like hue.
Did it get bricked? Like, I'm literally looking around my screen. Like, is there anything that resembles a brick in here? Because this is a ship. If this ship was made of bricks, it would just sink. Even though I don't see any of the same color. Well, there's not be outside that.
Oh dear, that won't do.
What? Yeah, what's the matter? What?
Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused I forget to look around properly.
Oh yes, that's not good.
I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruto-san?
Oh. Yeah, I know that. I have learned that. I learned that myself. I'm gonna widen my eyes. Hold on, I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. It would be nice if it just started seeing everything instead. Yeah, Zero Escape is actually something I played after Ace Attorney. I have some videos up. I have from the 9 hours, 9 person, 9 door game playthrough on my YouTube channel. And I have like halfway through... Or did I do all of them? I don't remember. All of the Virtuous Last Reward, which is the second game. on also my YouTube channel. I'm trying to like upload from my streams and stuff, but sometimes because of school and that, it's like not the easiest. Especially when my internet and my computer needs to like just chugging. By the way, what's that even mean? We have a Russian in here. Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink.
He must have knocked the input from the desk when he collapsed on the floor.
Yeah, I like the second game as well. Third game is like, it's like more darker, I would say, than the second game. Like I do like those anyway. In a way, they don't really have an ending, don't they? No way, they do. They don't. Like, fuck, I'm like just remembering the ending of the third game. Like, was there any sort of conclusion? Like, yes, it actually was, but no, wait, it wasn't. Like, it both wasn't. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I sort of remember that. I don't fully remember all of the words he said, but I do remember that. I suppose trying to leave some kind of clue. I like... I don't know if I can call myself a gamer, but to be honest, I do play a lot of games, probably. So it's like, I find very many games like interesting, to be honest. Like I did get a little small nice game called Webbed, where it literally just is a spider walking around doing some missions and using spider web to like do puzzles and stuff. And like, I don't know why, but like the spider web physics in that game was just nice. I just started playing it. What then? What language is it?
It pains me to admit it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but if it is Russian... Oh, it actually tells me if I checked stuff. Brilliant. That's brilliant. Okay, that's good. Same here, actually. Same here. Like, I sometimes now like to play different games. Like, I don't play so much of, like, Apex Legends and stuff like that. But there was a game I played the alpha on called Synced, which is mostly the same sort of stuff. But I did enjoy that. But mostly I do actually play like story-based games, because I do enjoy the stories. That's why I play the games. For me, it's like the story and how they look is like two different things I cherish the most of games. Yeah, I did play some Black Desert, but I cannot stop, because for me and like MMORPG is like you can go anywhere, but it's better to be in this area, and the story is like so vague because you can do so much that I don't really understand what's going on. I just like go from one place to another, one mission to another, and it's like, yeah, there's so much stuff that I can do, or more stuff I can do later that I just get lost. Excuse me? What? I don't really remember his voice. I just know that he's Russian, so I'm probably gonna do a very bad Russian accent. Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes. But it's not true, I see. Sorry? The criminal asked investigation for information about his crime. Very funny. It was supposed to be a joke? Oh, it wasn't supposed to be a joke.
He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty.
So, last night. I think I've seen something more or less like that. I saw someone just showing up like a... what can you call it? Like... war game. Where you literally played like... I don't know, the American Civil War and stuff like that. Where they had close proximity chat. Like, holy shit, the chaos. I don't remember. I know this like I know that O is online. MMO I don't remember. Fuck, I feel it's like multi something. I'm gonna check. What does that stand for? Massively multiplayer online game. Oh yeah, there. So I knew it was something massive, but I didn't say massively. Okay. I just more or less knew half of that word, but the other was like, okay. Massively multiplayer online, okay. So, last night, notice anything out of the ordinary at all? Yeah, RPG, I know what it is, like just roleplay game. That I at least know. MMO, I kinda forgot what it is. I know what it kinda stands for, but I forgot what it was. Yet, of course not. Back to the corner of room and make silent. I say no more to you. I'm gonna... Why did it say make? What is it gonna say? Why did it say make silent? Why is it gonna make silent? I kind of just felt like Massive was in there. I kind of forgot the multiplayer part though. I knew online, I know Massive. But I kind of forgot the multiplayer. That was a bit odd. So there is his katana at least.
That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it.
Well, wherever he is now, he has left it. Yes, he was always saying that Japanese man's katana is his soul. Is that why? Because if I'm pretty certain, we are actually just still have his sword in the rest of the game. Does that mean it's like we have that to carry his soul around or something? Okay, that was an odd way of just thinking about that.
I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on this ship, on this trip.
I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. Yeah, so first of all, we are not the same people, because this is like 19th century, the 19th century, 18th century, stuff like that right now. I don't fully know, but as you probably can see on how stuff is made, it's like earlier in times. Even more or less when the camera was more or less started being invented. So this is, I kind of forgot her name, because I'm very bad at their name. Susato, which is more or less gonna be our new Maya, the spirit talker, whatever. The guy who is dead is Kazuma, which was our friend. He smuggled us here because he was supposed to go to England and learn more about the, I don't know, law and stuff. He smuggled us here because he wanted us with him, and I wanted us with him. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's like far back. Yeah, Herlock Sholmes. Exactly. Yeah, the lamp. It's literally just an oil lamp. So we're like new characters. Like, as I said, Susato is probably gonna be our sidekick, like Maya used to be in the other games. I myself is Ryo, because I cannot say his full name. And I'm gonna check the turkey leg. Yeah, true. I think that's what it's used for, because it's very odd that it feels like it goes to the next room on that side though for you. And I just feel like everyone can hear everyone when they talk through it. I was about to say it might be a vent, but there is actually a vent in this place, so it's not that. It probably is the little talking horn.
Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here?
I'm not a dog. I ate at the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor.
But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he?
No, that's right. So I didn't touch it. Which meant all the more for me.
Oh no, does Does that mean Rokizuma-sama spent his last night on this earth with an empty belly?
I'm pretty certain he ate something.
That's just too horrible.
Oh, now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach. Ow, okay, that was... Yeah, there is a vent at least. So apparently, we were stuck in there because we're actually a stowaway. Our friend puts a note on the door so people are not gonna open it when he's not here. Like, do not look in the closet, I'm just hiding some skeletons here. Our culture not worn in out time unless a festival most of the time. True. I say true because I'm pretty certain of the games I played, at least I've seen stuff like that. But I don't really know myself. Like, I think it's like more or less on the other side of the earth for me. Also, I think the book on the table also has some ink on it. Does it? Also, speaking of, I can technically not... I have the wrong output. Because you can see stuff... I mean this book over here somewhere. I don't see anything there. Because you can see like my follower goal and the stuff down here. But I often have a... Ooh. Wait. There we go. I'm just gonna put the follower goal on just streaming mode so it doesn't show up on my recording. Because on my recording, that and that is not shown up. I'm gonna check this because apparently he carried us in here. So apparently also the door was locked from the inside and there was only the body and me in here. So that's why they think I'm the killer, because no one has been able to get in or out.
That's a very large traveling case, isn't it?
Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me and a lot of me.
Memories? What do you mean?
Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought from board inside that case.
Ah yes, I see it says this way up in Japanese.
Which in hindsight I should have realized the foreigner crewman wouldn't be able to read. Oh yeah, I was turned over and over. Oh, I was tossed to the floor in there. Oh god, I just got like a flashback from Madagascar. Like some of them just laying, some of them are upside down, and most of them are just the right way around. Less painful than her takedown. Ooh. I think the lock was broken due to Herlock and the crew breaking in, right? I think so. I actually think it was. Just checking, because I can still see like numbers and stuff popping up now and then.
When I went for help, the crewman forced the door open. This bolt had been firmly closed.
It's quite a small bolt, not particularly sturdy, and just slides across the secure door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's true. Books and statues on the shelf and is knocked down, so maybe a sign of struggle. Well, there is a chicken leg on the floor, so probably. I remember reading it once in a detective novel. No, Sherlock Holmes is not in this game, but Sholmes was in this game. I don't remember what his first name is, but I know someone called Sholmes is here. So it's not a joke. Was it Herlock? I don't remember if it was Herlock, but I know it's like some sort of Holmes character. The culprit used a needle and thread to draw the bolt across from outside the room in a situation like this. Yeah, exactly. An off-brand Sherlock Holmes. Not even joking.
Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabin and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. It would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid.
And just use a magnet.
Okay, so we'll check that. I'm gonna check for the struggle thing. I was like, with a fragrance. Like, what do you mean by fragrance? Like, gun. Like, oh yeah, it's actually true. He has a fragrance gun. Yeah, he actually has a printer on the back. It's like so weird. It's like have every sort of stuff just on his body right now. And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea. Although he's fallen over. He's a god of the sea. I cannot see. I can see a person in more or less a T-pose. It's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked and everything moved down at once. Storm? We are on a ship, so it could be like a possibility. I wonder. Perhaps it was Kazuma-sama doing in his morning sword training, do you think? I seriously doubt it. Then perhaps... hold on. The circus stream. Have I uploaded it? Because I tried to upload as carefully as I could before, but after a while it's like very difficult to upload for me. So I'm gonna check which one was the last. Yeah. That's 46. I'm just gonna check something here. I'm gonna turn off the sound. Well, do I not upload all of them? I have uploaded some of the circus on my YouTube. I don't think... Do I have a YouTube? I don't think I have a YouTube command. I don't have a YouTube command. Hold on. I literally just link it. Instead, because I don't have a command for that. I don't really know why I don't have a command for that, but I don't. Oh, piss. I cannot do that right now. Oh, wait, I can do that in that way. My Streamlabs is being a bit wonky right now. Sometimes I still stream, but like some of the interfaces are just being a big... I don't know, it lags. There we go. Like... I can see everything working, like my working, the video is working, you can see the stream, but like my interface, like the chat and how the sound stuff is like, it's frozen. I cannot see anything there. When I bothered leaving the... Oh, wrong voice. I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and statues. The way these things have been thrown about have anything to do in the case? Well, if you could check closer, perhaps. So I haven't uploaded all of those with the circus. I really have to like try and just do as many videos as I can and just try and upload them whenever I can. I feel I'm gonna try and do it more like VODs now though, because I often try to do just like 1 hour per each. But I feel like, first of all, it takes such a long time to do that and find everything and just cut through everything. I feel like I'm just gonna do VODs instead. It might be a bit better. Also, it takes a shitload of time to actually make them there. Yeah, I might try to do that instead. I tried to do very like often before. Okay, I'm gonna try do something at least. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. They get into a game, can't remember the name, but was so into the story and how freely you can move and not blocked by the... I have no idea what game that is, mostly because you haven't really described much of the game. I'll be interested in what game you're talking about. What? Why are you staring at me? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? Yeah, that's the question. Am I a pet or a dangerous object? I can't decide. Oh, crying out loud. Well, I already see where this relationship is going. Okay, so the ink doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. I have checked that. I can check the table.
I'm trying to imagine her being here, but I have no idea how that even would work. Albion. The only thing I know... So, like, you mean like Albion Online? Because I've heard some stuff about it. Okay. No, there are so many different, like, online games that I have no idea. But I think I've heard some about Albion, and it's like... online, and you can do, like, a load of different stuff there.
Last time I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was...
Oh, why am I so bad? Like, just because I read chat so often, I don't forget who I am. No, wait a minute. What is it? That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all. The only thing I can connect with Albion is Watchdog Legion, but... Was it called Albion? No, it was some... weren't they called something else? I don't remember, really. I feel like that game was just a blur. Everything went AWire everywhere. I think I got many of my people killed.
So... then perhaps are you responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama?
No, wait, it wasn't probably Albion. No, it was Albion. When you say without the big A, it might have been... I just want to check now. Yeah, it was called Albion. It actually was called it. I thought it was something else. Something that sounded like it, but it actually is Albion. Okay. Completely forgot about that. Interesting.
This is where dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing.
There's so much stuff knocked over. And also, I feel like having a candle on a boat is like a goddamn hazard. I just feel like it will just fall over instantly if I just like little... I don't know, wave came. One of the moments I can remember from your Watchdog stream is you actually then killing your hitman or whatever his job. Yeah, what happened? It was like something about with a car. It just started exploding or something. It was like a bit of in a flame. I thought like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of this car, and it just exploded. Because we didn't even make it to this destination. Looks though as the last entry is incomplete, which means what? It was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened. Let's see what it says. It could be a clue. Ow. Well, that's out of the question. Why? Yeah, I was so disappointed because it was just like a high rank hitman. Like, yay, I got some nice person. Boom. And I'm like, oh no. But I just have to blame myself for actually picking permadeath. Of course I picked permadeath because I was streaming and I felt like that is like some sort of thing I have to have. But still. Alright, I won't read it. You read it then.
Poor Kazuma-sama.
I don't like prying in people's personal matter either. I think you got him and him dying was in the same stream. It was either on the same stream or the stream after that. I know it was very close together, so I was so disappointed by it.
It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time?
Yeah, I even installed a bathroom in there and a high definition television, so yeah. I don't know why I didn't say HD, I just said the whole goddamn word there. I think living isn't quite the right description.
Oh, no, I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting making this voyage in your own secret hideout.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, because of the streaming, I've been on Twitch for a time now. But yeah, stuff like that happens. It's like I don't know. I think I like started watching people on Twitch, then I didn't use it sometime, then I did use it. It's just depending on the people. Some people just do on and off. And last night was no exception. Okay.
But because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin.
No, sadly not. Okay, we do have a vent. I'm gonna check the vent. Just just because of the metal pipe by the vent, it almost feels like that thing is not a decoration, but like something you pull in to get the attention of someone.
I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which the fresh air can circulate into the cabin.
Well, that's good, or else we could goddamn suffocate in our own goddamn farts. Isn't that a little odd?
What do you mean?
Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, I guess it may be connected to the next door cabin.
Yes, it will appear to. You're right.
I was going to get into Valorant, but I'm not into those type of games. But it depends on my mood, and my mood is almost never ready for it. Yeah, like it kind of saw almost the same thing here. Like, sometimes I do like competitive, sometimes I don't. It's just something I try now and then after a while it just feels like, no.
Yes, it would appear you're right.
But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it would be connected to the outside.
That's true. Perhaps it's so that rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough, or something like that.
I suppose maybe that's it. Oh, where did he come from? Wait, where did he come from? Yeah, he wasn't there a minute ago. Also, that is Sholmes, by the way. What in the world? Yeah, true. For me, it's just like so open that I have no idea what I'm supposed to do sometimes when I play an MMO. What? Where did it? Yeah.
How did he?
Well, if he is capable of getting in, then someone could be able to get out. What? How, what? You've noticed that man too, have you? I have no idea who he is or how he got here, but he looks suspicious and tall. He's suspiciously tall.
Arudo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is?
No, I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. Like, no shit. There's something very unusual about him. Investigating Kazuma's desk, or is it just playing on it? I can't, like, yeah, I feel the same thing. It's like, what is it doing? Oh, I think I just realized I have to make his voice as well.
Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him.
I must imagine it, or does Susato-san look almost uncontrollably excited? Oh. Watson always writes Sherlock's stories. I guess that's the detective novels she has been reading. Yeah, I do love she says that now. I've already done that with the Russian. Wasn't the guy like kind of like not like a low, like not like a very high pitched voice, but it's like a bit higher than my own? Or something like that, I don't know. Excuse me? What in the hell are you doing? Excuse me, do you have a moment? Shh. This is a critical point in my investigation. Yeah, I don't know what, I kind of get the feeling it more or less is. I'm pretty certain there are like many series where he actually is, or used to be.
Maybe I should leave him maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly. I should really read who I'm actually using the name for. But I'm so unused by the names, it's like just popping up directly. Yes, perhaps that would be for the best. So, where did he go? Greeting! Oh, oh I didn't even manage to say greetings. That's probably just why he's upside down, to get all the blood into his brain. What exactly were you doing at Suma's desk just now? Yeah, he is actually tall. We thought of how, like, everyone else I've seen in this game, like, I have been able to see the top of their head. I cannot do that now. Ah, I see. Fascinating. Sorry? What do you see? It feels like it's looking right through me. I think he actually is. Ah, yes. Everything is clear now. I don't really know what to give him for voice. I'm just doing something. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have been crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan. I perceive just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. Dude, you're so far off. Like I'm very bad at geography, but I'm pretty certain like Afghanistan is somewhere around like underneath, in between Russia and like you know, us here in Sweden, like downward. So how? Okay, fine. And now, while it's venturing towards a foreign climes, you find yourself in the most troubling predicament. Well, that's true at least. Yeah, no joke. But how? Yeah, how did you know I've been to Afghanistan? Yeah, I do wonder that. How did the Jews? Did I know that, perhaps? Deuse. What is deuse? I want to say deduct for some reason, but I just noticed not that word. It was really almost elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? But of course, a great man, many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are mercilessly revolutionary. This guy. Yeah, I am from Himalaya. Ah, the Jews. So it's more or less the same word in a way. Fact or conclusion by reason, there are logical conclusion. There's more or less deduction as well, or whatever that word is. Like, sometimes me and words is not a good thing. You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. It's like, it's something missing at least. And the Beribond occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity. You ended his life too. Well, that at least is true. Well, not that I ended his life, but that his life ended. That's true. How in the world did you manage to get so much wrong? Like your deduction skills are absolutely low. Yeah, I kind of dig his jacket as well, to be honest. I do love that thing. Like, you need clues for things. So, how did he get the clues that I was from Russia, but I jumped on a boat from Afghanistan and I have killed 16 people? Yeah, but I can say that I do dig the outfit. Just to be clear, you're talking about me, are you? I certainly am. The fuck was that pose? Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims in his name? How? How did he do that? How? What? I don't even see one person who fits the bill. Are you certain? Wait, you're talking about a Russian person? Are you talking about a dude behind? Behind you? There is a Russian person behind you. I completely forgot about that. So it's true. It was you who did this to Kazuma's. How did you end up believing that bullshit? What? You're plotting a revolution to... what in the... Yeah, I'm plotting a revolution in Russia. And I'm from goddamn Japan. Okay. What in the... I've not seen his deduction on YouTube at all. I've not seen anything of this on YouTube. What is it? No, there's no way... No, not again. And there goes... Now explain yourself. Tell me everything. Yes, I am like a goddamn Russian sleeping agent or whatever. Yeah, I do dig the jacket. I do dig the jacket. That would be absolutely amazing to have. For pity's sake, open your eyes. I'm not Russian revolutionary, obviously. Oh, forgive me. And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? We were just saying the first thing that came into your head. Ah, but was I not right? While it's adventuring towards foreign climes, you did find yourself in the most troubling predicament, do you not? I don't think they've ever seen said objection in this game yet. Wait, has he? I'm trying to remember. The only thing I've heard is like his like squeaky yes, and just him pulling up the hand. Well, yes, maybe. Yeah, there you have it. You see? What do you make of that? It's like taking 10 words and 5 of the words are the right ones. They literally just crapped out a load of sentences and some of them were actually true. Well, to be honest. This ship is en route to England. And I'm handcuffed at the scene of a murder. So I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation. Just because we're talking about like the color scheme of his gloves and jacket, I just more or less want to check if there is like some sort of color scheme that actually would fit. Mostly because I've learned about the color circle and like the different things that would please it in a way. Hold on, just because I kind of want to do it now. Yeah. There we go. Color circle. Let's check here. So it's like a bit yellowish. So I'm gonna just use the opposite because we only have like one color. So apparently blue, around blue and magenta seems to be a good color for fitting with the jacket. Either you could have a bit of orange or blue depending on, or green I mean. But because we don't have really any other colors, I cannot do other stuff because it could be like others. There's so many different stuff. Like if you have 4 colors, you can do this square around this color circle. You can have the opposite, or you can have the opposite divided more or less, which is like the opposite color, but it's the neighbor of that color, or the neighbors. Oh. Technically, last year we did all of this. That would be something. Ah, my apologies. How remiss of me. I'm none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. The inimitable Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, it was Sherlock. I know Holmes, but I forgot it was Sherlock or what it was. Yeah, I took off the goggles. We took off the googles. So it's really you, the actual Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, sorry, Jesus. Wrong name. The very same. The inimitable actual Sherlock Holmes. Like, holy crap, it's gonna be so difficult to say Sherlock Holmes. Do you know this man? The most famous detective in the world, Naruto-san. Of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him. I'm just roleplaying this man like... I don't... What planet have I been living on then? We must ask him what is deduced. We'll have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure. Really? Why do you feel uneasy about this? Okay, I'm just gonna talk to this dude, let us see what he knows about. So, great detective. What do you have to say about yourself? Sorry, what was your name again? Yeah, he did do something. What it was, I cannot even answer, really. Indeed, I'm no other than the one and only Sherlock Holmes. I see you're German. Sherlock, was it? No. Like, what voice am I going to? I have no hair. I mean, hair. Please call me Sherlock. You can read all my exploits in the exciting London publication. Oh yes, Rand's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interesting articles from Great Britain. Yeah, I more or less think he is. And also, welcome, Turtle Girl, to the stream. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Doing mostly schoolwork today. So doing some 3D modeling, sculpturing, if you can call it that, more or less. And right now we're just trying to talk to Sherlock Holmes. Yikes! Ah, yes, here it is, the adventure of Sherlock Holmes. So you're the protagonist in a series of short stories, then? Indeed, I am. And you read so many of your own stories, you started to think you really are a detective. Make no mistakes, I'm not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for. Oh yeah, I forgot you actually went before the woman had a breakdown. Yeah, the woman had a breakdown. She used the swan to fly to heaven. So I'm gonna try and recap what happened here at least, because we did actually figure out what happened last time. But right now we are a stowaway because our friends are going to Great Britain together with the woman. So these two were going to England because of the travel they were supposed to do. He brought me with him in a case and put me in the wardrobe because no one should find the stowaway. So something happened here and they found me inside of the wardrobe, and now I'm accused once more for killing my own friend. Ah yeah, it actually is the second time. We have seen him in a cutscene. That's where we have seen him first time. Else we have just seen him now as this person. Your inference is backwards. Backwards? Wait, what was he talking about? Hold on. I kinda missed what he was talking about. Make no mistake, I'm not the poor little fellow you take me for. Your inference is backward. What? I think there are many places you can get a pipe like that. I think, I'm trying to remember, I think I found a... What was it? It was like a medieval fair in an amusement park. And there was actually someone selling a cane with a dragon on it. That had a bit of a light on it. That they actually pressed it, it would actually... the eyes would glow. I kind of dig that one. I don't know why I would need a cane, but I kind of just want a cane that looks absolutely nice. I'll get a pipe just to hold it. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way because I'm not a smoker. But I just feel like, yeah, nice. A monocle. That would be something. You have a biographer, do you? Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name by Dr. Wilson. Didn't you say Wilson last time, Gani? Preferably keeping shop in London. Dr. Wilson? Wait, wasn't Dr. Wilson the guy who died last time? I forgot. What was his name? Holding a cigar and put a pipe. You look more fancy with a pipe. True. Absolutely true. I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. Right. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, right, that thing. But this in every moment. I am returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown. Really? Can't work out either I should take this man seriously or not. Yeah, it's a bit of a... That's a bit of a problem. That's the thing. His deduction is absolutely... like, wrecked to the core. But he has all of these goddamn things he actually can use. He literally had like some sort of heat vision through the goddamn wardrobe and found me on it. And there's a printer on the back. Or bag, more or less. Deduction, you see, is to me a science, logical reasoning in its purest form. A science? Really? The astute observer notice even the most subtle of reactions in a subject. You daren't. I do love it. Just seeing, like just icons I've never seen before. I just absolutely love seeing all of these. A futile glance, a twitch of muscle, a slight inclination of posture. Fingernails, arms, sleeves, furrows in the skin, all of these things are data. Right. Well, it is true, but I'm more or less feeling you have no idea how to read them. And the trained logical makes deductions from this data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is without fail the truth. And still I have handcuffs. As I demonstrated only a few short moments ago. How can he look me in the eyes and claim that? Yeah, because he called me Russian. He called me a Russian assassin plotting a revolution who have killed 16 people. Who's recently been in Afghanistan. I'm getting the feeling the Afghanistan one is literally just taken from like real Sherlock Holmes stuff. Because I'm pretty certain, like, when he met Watson, Watson has been to Afghanistan or something. It is just me making up, but I feel like I've heard that before from a Sherlock stuff. So you see, I have truth both for observation and for deduction. And fame. That is what makes me one and only Sherlock Holmes. That was a long moment of just great detective. Holy crap. Is that Perry the Platypus? Like, it's so small on my screen here, but when I look closer, is that Perry the Platypus? That kind of looks like Perry the Platypus. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case? Have I managed to deduce anything? My dear fella. Who do you suppose discovered the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you now. Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Oh, we have another Perry.
I wore a tight dress for the first time in a while yesterday as a guy creeped on me. That was fun. Baggy clothes for the win.
I can understand that. Like, I cannot understand fully because gender difference. But I like baggy clothing, and I have had like costume and stuff on me, like I'm like smoking and stuff, or whatever you can call it. I was like, nah, not me. I see. In other words, I'm in these now because of him. Brilliant!
Where the plot is, you won't escape my deduction, Innate.
Bloody hell. When I became anxious about Kazuma-sama this morning, I summoned all of the crew members to force the cabin door open.
Let me guess, he was already inside. I run around my house with clothes 5 times bigger than me.
I don't know what to say about my clothes. Like, most of the things have just have t-shirts that is medium, while I probably can fit small. I don't know. I say probably. Either that, because I think I have something that is large and it's like hella big on me. And I concealed myself among their number, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective, Sherlock Holmes, was on board. And the handcuff seems to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruto. So these are yours! Well, nice. Most of the t-shirts I have is literally just nerd t-shirts from Loot Crate. I have to remember what it was. I have so many of them. Fair. That's fair. That's fairly true, to be honest. The very moment I laid my eyes on the scene, 2 facts were immediately apparent to me. Someone is dead and someone has done it. So... Mr. Sholmes, tell us please, what 2 facts were apparent to you when you came into the cabin this morning? Ah, yes, but first, let me be precise. The 2 facts in question were immediately apparent to me. Yes, you said something like that before. Allow me to... Lucky date? Lucky date? What the hell? Holy crap. The first 2 facts I deduced from the mere momentary glance of the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2, the victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. Am I allowed to call him a complete twat? Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. What made you think the victim was Russian? Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. Elucidate. Okay. I'm half English, but I've never heard words like that before. That is a Russian word for wardrobe. Do you really think Kazuma-sama would have left a dying message in wrong voice, but still? What? Why? In their final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian. I don't know how I'm supposed to melt this guy. Like, everything he says is just like going in, like, it's like... Oh, garderobe. We call that garderobe actually. Initially, I considered garderobe may be the name of the killer. A certain Robert Garde, perhaps. So for us in Sweden, wardrobe is actually garderobe. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe, at least. Well, that's... I guess it's just framing you then. Quite so, I found you. Renowned Russian revolutionary killer. Why is it that I'm Russian too? Yeah, I'm wondering, where did he get all of his stuff from? I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. Okay, so... Where do you go by Robbie? Your Honor, we got to kill him. Oh, holy crap. Okay, so it's literally can believe I am Russian because I have the same outfit as the guy he believes is Russian. It's like solving a puzzle, like by the first piece you have, just banging it with a hammer to the other piece, and after that finding the piece that fits the piece you just hit with a hammer. Like, what in the world am I just reading? And in my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people. Dress? Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people. I had no idea. Oh, good. Do you have to stop reading these books? Seriously. Well, your middle name is not what? That's classified. Oh, sorry. So I'm just trying to more or less get everything that's going on in the chat here. I took a photograph of the victim and the message that I might analyze it for possible hidden details. I think Charles is more detective than... Yeah, a bit effective, to be honest. I was about to read detective, but I just noticed, like, detective is underneath. Yes, he is absolutely defective in some ways. This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed. Hold on, I'm gonna check his fingers. I'm gonna disappear for a moment here. Where is me camera? There it is. Well, I cannot say for certain if he actually did use his finger, because it could be just ink underneath his finger. So, whoa. I do love, like, my camera saved the last frame, and, like, literally went from one frame to another there. Holy crap. Yes, consumer had already been taken away when I woke up. Yeah, I am gonna bring back the camera. I just wanted to check his finger. It's something with me and fingers lately. Rabbi? What? What? Oh, Russia for wardrobe. Apparently it's Russia for wardrobe. Are you alright, Mr. Naruto? Yes. Thank you. I literally just saw my friend's dead body. Would I not be concerned about that? Turtle Girl is gonna be the judge now. Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes? What, pray? You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all that. Ah, yes, the train of reasoning that led me to the truth. Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think? I would say that word if I even could pronounce that. Certainly, if it interests you. How many times? I'm not Russia, and I don't speak Russian. Can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded about me, I mean. Ah, the famous, accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in. I feel the troublesome detective, more or less. Actually, it was the other detail that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and assassin of 16 part? Ah, yes, the more sordid details. It was a fair commonplace deduction. Commonplace deduction. Here I have this morning's paper. The main headline reads... What in the action? This makes things worse. This makes things so worse. Like, if he has just taken the information from his own ass, then I would at least be less pissed about it, because it's like just flinging information everywhere. But he has an image of the Russian revolutionary that doesn't even look remotely like the guy he has in front of him. Oh my god. What in the world? I was kind of like, I really wanted to meet this guy, but now I just feel like I have taken water over my head. This vessel made a port call at Shanghai yesterday, and last night a young Russian was murdered. So what was Kazuma Russian? It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of that Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. I kind of forgot how you actually described him as, but I just feel like he has an image. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One who would kill the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you. Villain Borshev's... Hold on. Bolshevik. No. How could it be me? Yeah, don't look anything like that, man. Just look at his face. Well, you're a fearsome revolutionary after all. Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your appearance as well. What in them? Are you gonna start a makeup company or something now? Please. Please just end me. I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Did I say more? Well, that's because I'm a stowaway. Simple. What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower? Yeah, just Walmart Holmes. Like, holy crap. Yes, the journalist clearly interviews the man and printed all those particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far and those he's plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There could be no mistake. Except everything. Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder? Good question. I don't think so. Well, technically, a revolution more or less means that they want to bring about something. So sometimes doing stuff in the hidden doesn't really work for a revolution, I would say. Like, Sherlock is the type of guy to ask you who you are, investing in the room for 5 minutes, accuse you of being someone else. 50 minutes later, he just remembered your name and just describes the murder clue. Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, now I get it. Now I remember reading that part, and now I remember also, well, I realize, yes, absolutely. What about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Also quite clear, state here in the article. Borevik is recently returned after a period of... Sorry, I almost yawned there. Subversive activities in the war-torn region of Afghanistan. Where even is it anyway? Yeah, a bit. This Afghanistan place. Yeah, through. They don't know about Afghanistan, right? I have no idea. Here, take the newspaper for yourself. As a little memory of this great deduction. Oh my god. I'm gonna use this to literally kick your ass later on. I have absorbed all that is of interest to me within these pages, but I see no rubbish with being nearby. Why do I get the feeling that kicking his ass in court is gonna be easier than kicking the ass of the one that actually done it? And you may find the article on the back page interesting as well. On the back? Cast your eyes over it sometimes if the interest takes you. Though you may need someone to interpret it. I'm gonna check on the back side. Whoa. What's kind of fun is it actually is in Russia, and like do ask if you need someone to tell you what it says. It literally just told me I am Russian, and it just says, "Oh, if you don't know what it says, just ask." Like I'm not joking. This guy's kind of breaking me. This guy's kind of breaking me. What in the world? This is interesting. Have you found something relevant, Naruto-san? I have become a woman. I just realized I have become a woman. It's more or less like the last time. Hold on, can I do that again? I have to do this again. I have to... First of all, the mouth is... Kinda. Yes! I just realized it just fits so well. Like, yeah, my face is where her face is. Well, no, I mean, look at... I mean, it might be interesting. That caught me so off guard. But first of all, I don't know if that was meant for me on the face, but I was just thinking like, he just thought like it could be interesting, and they focus on the woman on the front page, and the thing I hear is literally just sexy saxophone music. Oh my god. The fucking timing of that. I don't know if it was supposed to be for my face, but the timing that became afterwards. Oh my god. Oh, goodness sake. Oh my god. It is music playing because Turtle Girl used a stream loot card. I have a link, like I think I have a command for stream loots somewhere in on my title of the stream, but there we can buy a pack of cards there and use them on stream, either to make me do stuff or shit like that. Oh, I cannot just gonna. I might just clip that myself. What the fuck? I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. Here, I'm gonna clip it. Nor can I, but look at this picture. Yeah, literally. When we focus on the picture, the goddamn saxophone music came along. Saxophone music came along. Oh, I'm so glad I gave that card back just because I didn't hear it last time. Oh my god. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? I don't know, I've been laughing so much, like I'm kind of like lightheaded. She's very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy an article like this, do you? Well, someone did. We heard that before. I don't know, I can't make any sense of it. Oh, I'm glad you noticed this article. Why? Also, he's so tall that my face cannot cover his face. Yeah, there we have it. There comes the stream loots. I don't know what's happening when I do clips. I literally just can do a clip and when I click my button, but I don't know really what is gonna be happening. Rejected humanity became woman. Huh? I'm trying to figure out what you're writing here right now. Allow me to give you a short summary of the content. Yeah, woman I understand, but like why it is like big W, little a,
Big M, small E, M, and N. That's what I got confused about. I know what woman is. Oh. Oh, thank you. He pops up everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes. It became a bit of woman. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novavich Ballet disappeared from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is of course the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Did I even pronounce that right? I just remembered, I just watched a time ago some VTuber watching some weird videos on YouTube and literally just came across some people with anime on their cars. Literally I mean like real images on the cars. And started a pillow fight with body pillows. Well, like I cannot complain. People do whatever they feel for. Exactly. Yes. Absolutely, you are completely right about that. It will appear the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from the dressing room. Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. Rubles. Is that the currency in Russia? Reject woman, embrace body pillow. Yeah, the woman was in costume apparently. And something 20. I just see 20. That's all I can read in all of this. 20. How much is 20,000 rubles? I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be unbelievable sum of money. Hold on, I have to check if they actually are shining or not. Nah, they're the same as always. It's the same as always. The tiara is the property of the Novavich Ballet. It would seem the director is beside herself with worry. Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. I'm just getting the feeling because you wrote that, yeah, you literally just finished clipping it or something. And that's why you just said it in chat. It's so weird. Oh, you also because my camera just came forward and got back there, yeah. You mean the guy to the right? Wait, left I mean. That's us. The schoolboy. Sorry, but the thing is school in Swedish is skola. That's what I wanted to say, schoolboy. The schoolboy is actually us. We've just never seen him in face here right now. It does seem to be Russian though. Thing to do. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruto. What do you mean? Do you mean our jawline or something? What are you going on about? Well, we got 2 articles. So I'm just gonna talk to him more because I'm done now. Yeah, I'm already done with that. So, what were you just investigating? Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma. Ah, yes, the victim.
Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all?
Observe for a moment a desktop of the victim. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text.
London Diary. London Diary. Kazuma kept keeping notes of the trip. Yeah, I cannot feel the same thing. It's gone like a half of the stream about now. But I don't think you should read this private writing. It could upset people. I kinda missed the hat flick. Tragic. And something you might ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading. You mean you read it already? I mean that one, okay. It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. I know a lot of Japanese apparently. I'm gonna lie, but I miss his British accent in the cutscene. Unfortunately, this is more or less my Swedish-British, I don't know, accent. I cannot really change my accent. There's some stuff I can do and some stuff I cannot do. It is my business to know what other people do. Oh yeah, I've already read this. Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what Suzuki Takedown is. Please do it. Yeah, the cutscene has voice acting in these games. In all of the 3D games, where the games look like this, they do actually have voiced cutscenes. It's amazing. So I'm just checking, like, technically I think it was like a voice cut. Well, the first cutscene was not much voiced because it was not really many people speaking. You fed your turkey straws? I've actually, my neighbor either has or had a turkey. That thing was absolutely more or less cuddly. I'm not even joking. It wanted to be beside people more or less always. I'm sorry, Naruto-san. What on earth do you mean? Life is so unfair. Yeah, why am I the only one that needs to see things upside down? Oh. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belongs to the victim. Yeah, no shit. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. I don't know what the chat is just going on and on here about stuff that I has no idea about. But I thought you knew Japanese. A smother, dear boy, a smothering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado, nado. Okay, so I would say I believe I know the first one. I know what the second one is. I don't know the third, or I don't even know if the fourth is something. But I'm not gonna be. I'm actually gonna check what it is. What is a mikado? I don't know, but apparently it's a place in Sweden you can probably... What is Mikado in Sweden? It's a restaurant. What the fuck did I just... Oh, apparently the first thing I get up is also like chocolate sticks and block a pin. It's a game where you just let sticks fall down and you just pluck some without the other one moving too much. Okay, that's something. I have to just check what everything here is. Yeah, I have no idea. I get that these are like not words but name for stuff, and I cannot get so much. Ah, no problem. Nice to have you here. Like, if people need to go, it's fine. It's just nice having people here, that's all. But this diary is littered with complicated looking characters, of which I can read precisely none. It's very funny to just let it go on and on, because it looks absolutely ridiculous when you just let it be. That's more or less an exit. That's how you make an exit. So what was that all about throwing off about before then? If you would be so kind to show me, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Sholmes. I'm much obliged, my dear madam. The final entry here, Kazuma-sama diary, consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. Whistling? Well, we are on a ship. There will probably be someone whistling, or some whistling anywhere. I feel it's like I feel it's kind of like just random that kind of. It's like some of you are what, some of you are cool, and some of us I just did this. I feel it's just like mixed sometimes. Even I'm trying to figure out what's going on sometimes in chat. The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Snake. Just because of the goddamn Sherlock Hund. I don't know if it literally is a Swedish name for that. Like on that thing, or if it is actually an English name for it, but literally just Sherlock. Either it is Sherlock Hound or Sherlock Dog. I don't know, but it literally is like a Sherlock series that is animated where everyone is just dogs. And they literally have a episode called The Freckled Band, which is literally a snake. It's a snake. I have no idea. I've never heard that expression before. Yeah, who uses that expression? Well, if they don't know snakes. I'm pretty certain Japan has snakes. Who would call it a freckled... What? The ventilator grill, you say? The man was presumably referring to the ventilator. Yeah, the vent. The lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. Yes, the adjoining cabin. I completely forgot that it actually was called something with the freckled band. This episode. I just remember that now when they talked about the snake. I'm like, oh, okay. So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being, at least. Yeah, apparently I'm Russia. I am Russia. I am Russian. Do you have somewhere to go? As it happens, the victim's writing in his diary have piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe. And if I am still too long, the seasickness takes hold. Is that why you're moving like a madman from back and forth? Also, where did you actually enter the room? Because we didn't see you before. Oh, I suppose. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to. I do wonder if I can eavesdrop, because I don't believe I'm supposed to leave this cabin. So it would be nice if we could eavesdrop. Great detective are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exaltation. All of these words, holy crap. So yes, I intend to investigate, hence the truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we could go with you? Bring me with you! No, that would be somewhat complicated. No, actually we have never heard how he died. We just know he's dead. That's all, actually. Why? A simple glance at your wrist should be revealing the answer. Yep. Oh, these. It's just fashion, don't worry. I'm gonna guess it blunt force trauma. Talking about a snake and it just directly goes into blunt force trauma. The snake used a hammer. After all, You're the prime suspect in this matter, no? There's no point trying to turn it into a question. Oh, that was me. Apparently, it was me. You were the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. You... I am so fed up by this guy. Oh my god. Then why do I have these things on my hands? Or wrists or whatever? You must be joking. You just said it only a moment ago. Yeah, I know what you mean. But dear me, you clearly are misguided. I would have no cause to say such a thing. Well, actually, Mr. Sholmes, I did hear you say that too. You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. Where is Mr. Hyde? Like, do you have another personality that do shit you don't know about? I wouldn't have said that you had the face of a criminal, you know? I wouldn't have said you had a face of a criminal, you know? Not really. So what were you looking at my knees? Knees before? Some great detective you, huh? What? Well, anyway. That was then, and this is now. I cannot handle this, dude! Like, oh my god! What I mean, sir, is this. If you're the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate. I'm kinda losing track of what the heck is going on about. Well, I would say that someone that is a dick is someone just being mean. I don't think he's mean, he's just absolutely... I don't know. He's absolutely just empty in the head. Oh my god. Try to even... Oh great, I'm glad he left. I just looked forward to actually meeting him, but now I just feel like relieved for him leaving. Oh my god. We must go investigate the cabin next door as well. Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? Could you stop throwing me upside down? What is this, third time now? Fourth? After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just going to roll over and accept your fate? Yeah, a bit. I feel like you just forced the rolling over part. I think we still have some investigation to finish off in here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to sleep next door. We're gonna vent. That's the way of going next door, we're gonna vent. The situation doesn't look good for me. But there are still things I can do to help myself. And I would Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this. And bring the real culprit to justice. Well, that was great. Is that? Is something wrong, Naruto-san? Oh no, it's just that crewman standing by the door. Well, we thought of there being a Russian assassin revolutionary guy on top here. I get the feeling there's gonna be a imposter among us somewhere. I can't help feeling like I've seen him before somewhere. If you allow me to check his face, because I'm pretty certain they're talking about the one on the left. On the one on the right, like, I don't recognize his face. Oh yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir. Yes, what can I do for you? Oh, okay. Oh my god! I just thought like it might be him because he was standing like that with his arm. Because I just saw his arm like being like that, and I saw a bit of his hair, and I noticed he had glass, and was like, "Don't tell me it's this guy." We do have a poster, An imposter among us. This dude. Hi? I'm getting the feeling this guy is gonna be our new gumshoe. I recognize that face, but why are you here? And you still cough blood. I don't know you were here, Inspector Osanaga. Why is everyone just managed to appear here? Hello again. What are you doing here? That's a good question. I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart stopped. Nearly stopped, I hope. I thought that all the blood is coughing, I feel like it's gonna stop. I'm getting the feeling this guy's just gonna be stalking us everywhere. I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew on board this ship. Again? How in the world can you go undercover? Like an Asian Russian. You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask. Like, do not take me wrong, I'm glad he's here. I'm just, like, shocked he is here. Like, what in the world? So what are those special orders? I'm guessing it's it's a Russian. So, what are your special orders this time, Inspector? Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew? He did just say undercover. He's not allowed to say that, right? I'm sorry. Yes? This is all my fault. I take full responsibility. Yeah, for what? My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard. Wait, whose last name was Asogi? Well, good goddamn work. Good freaking work, mate. I just had to realize, like, I know more or less the first name, but I kind of forgot the last name. I'm like, wait, don't tell me it's that guy. I'm like, it is. You, bodyguard, you say? Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Yes, fantastic goddamn work. It was Minister of Justice Yigoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated. Yeah, how could that even be a possibility? I guess Shanghai, because there was a Russian who actually just got here through Shanghai. I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Yigoku said he would be prepared for all eventualities. But apparently you weren't. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated? He is dead in a locked up place. Murdered, assassinated. I would say it more or less the same sort of thing. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew. I see. I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we were been on board, from morning until evening, every day. But I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin. Not here on the first class deck. Oh, it's a first class deck. Nice. We're going as prisoners in style. I failed miserably at my assignment, and Asogi-san is dead as a result. I am a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize. true, in a way. True. I'm just gonna check what it was about. Is there anything interesting? No, it's just Discord. Ooh, it's getting chill in here now. My window is like full open because it was so warm before. Ooh, just say the word. Okay, phone, thank you. We're doing what we can to investigate Kasuma's death ourselves. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer. Why would I assassinate him on a ship? Well, it's probably better to assassinate him on a ship because I wouldn't be going back to Japan anyway then afterwards. Of course not. We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door. Yes, we need to be allowed out of this cabin. Let me guess, you cannot do that. I'm sorry. What? You're being deemed a risk to the ship's safety if you move to even touch the handle of the cabin door. That man will shoot you. That stormy-looking seaman will surely snap your neck in two. I suppose I'm just a stowaway now. You think I'm a murderer as well? Hallelujah! Would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive. I need more fresh air. What do you mean? If I have solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I do everything I consider to pursue the captain to allow it. Really. I'll lay my life on the line if I had to. I'm not gonna mention it anymore. You more or less are, in a way. But I don't see how. There may be a way. Are you hiding something from me? Think of how you tried to pursue me on your innocence, Naruto-san. Can I go... Yeah, that's a thing. Do they actually have bathrooms in these first-class places? That's the question. If they have, then I don't think they would actually allow that. If they don't, perfect. By presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession. Evidence. It's just the same as when you are in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Simply like present... Oh yeah, okay. Now I'm just gonna do some stuff for us. Oh, I'm just gonna stretch me back. Oh, there we go. Yeah. If you can present the detective with the evidence he needs, pursue the captain. Pursue the captain. Wait, do I do it in here? No, wait. I do it in present. Hold on. Probably not that, because I was hiding the wardrobe. Ah, this is a paper seal that was stuck over the wardrobe doors this morning, isn't it? That's right, to try and stop the cabin steward from opening it and discovering me. Would it have been better to write it in English if you didn't know Russian? Maybe, but a food and paper amulets like this are part of our culture, Inspector. And I thought if I made it look creepy enough, people would be too scared to want to look inside. Yeah, but like, I don't understand why the whistle would allow me to go outside. It isn't easy being a stowaway, is it? But I'm gonna try anyway, because why not? What's that? Oh, apparently. Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary. Oh, it's not a whistle, by the way. It's the speckled band thing, because it came from the other room. And we need a reason to go outside of this place to the other room. Strange. In what way? He wrote, what looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. I really want a hamburger now, after reading grill. A speckled band. That is strange. Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is, what is a speckled band? The ventilator, is it? Yeah. You're very astute, Inspector. Yeah, it was a different book. That ventilator clearly joins the next room cabin. That's right, that's right. So if we could investigate in there, we might be able to work out what the speckled band was. I'm pretty certain it's a snake. For some reason, I have snake in my mind just because I've seen shit like this before. Like, at that time, it was not in a, on a ship. It was still like a snake. Is it enough to work with? I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm still stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. Really? You're willing to do that? Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs, though. But what about the captain? Aren't you going to against his direct orders? I am a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain. Yeah, they're on a ship. They're on a ship. I failed to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do. Well, thank you. Let's seize the moment then, Naruto-san. Let's select move and move to the... You can leave the cabin at last. Yeah, let's move then. I'm just learning more stuff about the game, apparently. Move! Oh, so this is how we move this time. Well, technically it's more or less the same thing as the other games. The passenger that connects to the first class cabin on the SS Buria. Buria! We are on the ship called Buria. It's a mouse trap. Or a rat trap. Mostly because... What is it? Sea rats? It's called... It's not sea mice. It's sea rats, right? You are finally out of that cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I'm expecting. It's less spacious out there than I thought it would be. And this is the most luxurious accommodation. Well, it is a ship. Hopefully it's not Titanic. Well, we already know it's not Titanic. It was called something else. It was called Borea or something. And I don't think we're going past any icebergs anyway. Where did they actually... Where is Titanic supposed to go to actually get an iceberg inside? I have no idea. Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent to this study tour by the government. That way was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in the steerage. Really? That must be awful. Oh, look over there. There's another crewman keeping watch, and it looks enormous. It kinda looks enormous, but I don't know how his face looks. Hold on. Kinda square. The door next to him leads to the second class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't. I suppose. Like people in handcuffs. Naruto-san. He looked like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. That makes sense. We thought of the handcuffs, apparently. Okay. Yeah, I think this is one of the dudes from the cutscene, actually. Well, yes, I know, but the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came on board. And ever since, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. It must have been a very trying time for you. Please, don't give me that pitying look. Wait, can I... Oh, I need to... I guess I need to examine it first. Wait, so which one is ours then? Also, I'm gonna check this thing because why not? A trap for catching mice. Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Let me see. Yes, I think that's what is called cheese. It's made from milk of cows. Cheese? What does that taste like? Pretty good, actually, depending on. Like, that's the thing. It's so strange that actually the cheese's taste is different. You can't eat it, Naruto-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers. Also, I was wondering why he said chalk, because I thought like they knew what cheese was. Apparently not. I do wonder when or if they actually eat cheese in Japan. Apparently not. Really, but I suppose you're right. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. Poor you. I'll have a little snack for you later. She started to sound like his mother, more or less. Like, I'm not even joking, like, just getting the feeling of it. Oh, that's our cabin. Not our cabin, it's a Kazuma's cabin. Sorry. Your recommendation is confined the wardrobe inside the cabin. You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? As small as the wardrobe I've been calling home. These cabins are the finest on the ship. My own cabin is steerage is number 539, by the way. 500 and... How many cabins are there? How far down do you live on this place? Holy shit. This is the cabin next to us. The one where the ventilator connects to. Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging. Maybe whoever in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. Yeah. Like, that shirt doesn't even fit him. I can see his belly button. Also, why is his face, like, sunburned on, like, the edge? Like, do you see what I mean? It's like, he's sunburned in an angle. Like, striped. Why are you striped? What has happened to you? Excuse me, we need to get inside this cabin here. Guess not. This sailor's Irish speaks volumes. They're clearly saying keep out. They say more than his mouth. Yeah, bit. Also, that vent, by the way, must have the biggest bars ever then. Like, holy crap. Also, this man's version is definitely more effective. Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't look like it's going to let us pass. Oh, someone is cooking something, and I am hungry now. I should have technically... What is this? 8 o'clock. I think they have like open 2 hours after I have this stream, so I might actually just buy some stuff like for cooking and things. Probably a good idea. I need some more stuff. That's a problem. Okay. Because I feel like I need something now, but I don't have any more eggs. I don't have any cheese here right now. I haven't cheese in a long time, but that's mostly because I've mostly used eggs. Like, I don't even have cereals right now. Because I mostly eat bread. I feel like I need something at least. I probably need to go a bit quick later on and just get some stuff. This looks like a plan of the SR Buria. It's a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering. Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but... How is it that such a huge lump of metal doesn't sink to the bottom of the ocean? Oh, that's really quite simple. It is? Well, consider Japanese archipelago. The islands of Japan. Yes, they're not metal, but they're enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them. Well, I suppose so. Wait, are they actually floating or are they just islands sticking out of the ocean? I have so question about that now. Oh, it just reminded me. It's like, just reminded when my father watched some sort of war show when they talked about a warship that had such a thick hull it could actually defend itself against torpedoes. But it had some sort of weakness that for some reason the torpedo hit a specific part somewhere on the hull. So it made the hull like angle a bit, causing the part that was actually armored to be outside of the water, which means that the second torpedo that hit it actually just went through it. Not like went through as in it was fine. I mean like hit them. There's a huge book on the table there. There's a pen next to it. Yes, that looks like the ship's log. Give a little look through it. Don't throw me. The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded. I think it's like... I think someone is cooking vegetables. Something, it's... I don't know, but something like smells a bit like... Something perhaps soup. A bit like... It's a bit like... spicy as well. Not like spicy as in like chili, but like... It has something. I don't know. Either soup or it's like... it might be meat soup. I don't know. I'm not much for soup, to be honest. But I do really enjoy the smell I have now. I'm not sure that the rough and neat is a much of a compliment, Naruto-san, even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably that means there were nothing to report. Okay. I wanna talk to him. I think I'm actually hitting him right now with that. Excuse me, but could I ask you something? You little stowaway murderer. I'm just trying to be a bit more, like, darker. That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright, let me try instead. Yeah, do that, please. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm sorry about to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask you something of you? You little third-class lady's maid. Okay. Fucking hell. You just call you maid. Wait, are you a maid of someone? Oh. We seem to caught this sailor on a bad day, Sasuke-san. I'm not a sailor. My mother gave me name. I'm not sailor, mother gave me name. I'm senior crewman Biff Stroganoff. Fucking hell. Sorry, I just got so caught off guard. Oh yeah, no problem, tall girl. No problem. Nice to have you here. Talk about ending. His name is Biff Stroganoff. Oh god. Oh, what the hell is with this name, please? Good god. His name is Big Stroganoff. While I was talking about food as well. Oh my god. Yeah, it is a bit of an amazing name, especially with me talking about food right now. Now I'm just getting hungrier. Oh my god. Mr. Stroganoff. About this first-class cabin area. Here we are in the finest part of the Borea steamship. For every important person. What sort of very important person? A government official, kings and queens traveling secret. Many important persons. That is why I'm always guarding this place. Gosh, that's amazing. But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in the ocean. But Stroganoff is not animal. I'm getting the, like, I'm just making the voice for Russia. I'm not making the dialect. I'm getting the feeling they are more or less making the dialect in the game without how words are presented. If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied? I guess that means da, which is yes. Is that how you pronounce da? Because I don't know that first thing. And what is that even? What is that even called for letter? Susatsu-san, did you understand that? It sounded like da. Okay, it is da. I think it's probably Russia for yes. Or no. It's either yes or no. We don't know which one though. Ah, brilliant. Genius. Absolute genius. It is not permit to visit other cabins without invitations. Well, it sounds like... Why am I'm like so half naked right now. I'm just messing up with the voices here. Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least. Yes, it is tantalizing. It's tantalizing. Passenger next door, can you say something about it? Can you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Sogis? His name is Mr. Grimsley Roylott. He's a very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with murder of student boy. How can you be so sure about that? Mr. Roylott is an authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Island. Yikes. But also, isn't that more or less what they talked about the woman from Britain last time? Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard? That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, I've been in Kazuma's cabin the entire time. I never once heard anything from the next door cabin. Or I felt like there's anyone there. Well, presumably since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabin, he must be rather important. Is that right? That is not of your business. Okay. We don't really apparently have much business here right now. Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? Why do you say Seaman Stroganoff? Da, all the time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out. Good. I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all? It is all about student boy. Were you on... Fucking hell. Were you on watch last night as well? Of course. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? I guess niet. Mostly because I know a E and a T. So their H is N sound. Niet. Okay. Did you understand that? Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was, Gane. I guess it was. It was clearly a no. Yeah, because we already know what guess is. I saw nothing unusual. Nothing at all. And you didn't hear anything, any strange noises? Or sense anything that was wrong in some way? I said no. Sorry? I'm not sure. I could have sworn that he would catch my eye for I wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. Did he fall asleep or something? This is enough. I cannot say no more. It is time for me to report to Captain. You must be returned to cabin. Yes, alright. Our cabin is the second one, by the way. Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistle on top of the mountain. Or as English says, when the pigs fly. When lobster whistles on top of the mountain. Is that actually a Russian saying? Hold on, I have to figure this out. When lob... Yeah, when the lob... Hold on, what is this? What is that? Hold on. When a lobster sings on top of the mountain, one afternoon in your literal translation, one afternoon in your next reincarnation. What it means, it's never gonna happen. Okay. The fuck? Okay, so it says when a lobster whistles on top of a mountain, which that says idiom is literally Russian, or I think is Russian, which I cannot read, and then it just says literal translation. One afternoon in your next reincarnation. That's a way. A phrase that means a similar in English when pigs fly. Yeah. Oh wait, what was the French one? The same wait, a phrase that means a similar thing in English when pigs fly. In French, the same idea is conveyed by the phrase when hens have teeth. Oh, okay. In Russia, it is an intriguing phrase when lobsters whistle on top of a mountain. Okay, it's not Russia. It's the idiom is somewhere else, apparently. It's something else. But the Russian literally has that. And in Dutch is when the cows are dancing on the ice. I think I've heard that one. Or we have something I like that. Yeah, that is a big leap from when pigs fly. There's so many different things. Everything is about an animal. Like, what in the world? Yes, I understand. Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we? Definitely. Haven't I already investigated this area? Wait, where did he go? This is the cabin next to ours. The one ventilator. I know. Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging. Also, how long have you been streaming? It's only half an hour left. I want to report to the captain. Good, then we can probably sneak in here. Also, how did Hulk Jones manage to get in here then? Maybe whoever is in this cabin can help us solve a particular mystery. Let's ask. Oh, that's a big knock. No? No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help us with our inquiries. How annoying. Oh well, that's more or less what we were supposed to do. What do you think this is? It's a very... It has a very pleasing shape, isn't it? Yeah, it's called a circle. I've never heard about a circle before. It is the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it. True. It says press only in time of emergencies. It looks like as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and bring the vessel to a complete stop. Oh, this... literally, this I have to see and like, oh my god, don't, please. What are you doing there with the sun? You mustn't touch it. But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs. Oh, now she has sass, apparently. You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you are to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, it should be an even worse situation. Worse than killing my friend, apparently. Yeah, I wish everything would just stop. This ship included. If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. I thought first it was him screaming and he was gonna ram the door because she was saying do something reckless that doesn't involve anyone else. Such a high-pitched scream. That must have been a woman. Stand aside. It apparently was you. I should not do a voice when I don't know who it is. I'm about to break down this door. Mr. Sholmes. Oh my god. It shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I reveal in kicking doors off their hinges. Huh? Yeah, out of nowhere. Where are you supposed to go in there yourself? Please. Wait, Mr. Sholmes. It doesn't seem to be a bit bolted. It doesn't? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What, pray, can I kick? Kick yourself in the ass, please. I think we should go in. There is no time to think about the stress relief. Well, brilliant. Also, if it is a murder in here, then they know it's not me because they've actually seen me. Who are you? A Western gentleman. This man looks Russian to me. He actually does. We heard a woman scream. A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there is nobody but me in this cabin. Kinda look the same as the cabin we had, except mirrored. I was about to say, like, where's the vent? But we're literally in the other side, which means the vent is supposed to be on that side. But in that case, who just screamed? Get out, all of you! Now! Please excuse the introduction, but you're Mr. Grimsley Roylott, I believe. Yes, that's me. And you are? I'm the one and only, the actual Sherlock Sholmes. You've heard of me, no doubt. I wonder that Russian has been in Afghanistan before. Probably. Who knows? No. I'm a great detective among great detectives. One who adore the covers of popular magazines, no less. Adorns. So I assure you, you may trust me completely. The man uses magazines like business cards. A detective? I do not trust detectives. I'm always gonna have a Russian accent for this guy because he looks Russian. I might be wrong. They say Western, but to be honest, I have no idea where he might be from. So I'm gonna do this guy and just believe he's Russian. We specifically hear the scream emerging from within these walls. There could appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So might it be so bold to ask you to open that small traveling case? Well, don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in such a small trunk like that? Yeah, even I'm wondering that. Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. I got such a bad image from hearing that sentence. What the actual shit, Sherlock Sholmes. Don't look at me. Oh my god. I fucking moved. It just moved, alright? Yes, the case just shook. Leave, now. Otherwise, I'll call the steward. Do not run with those scissors. Do not run with those scissors. Mr. Grimsley Roylott. There is no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something. I'm gonna check something. Because first of all, it looks pretty round to me. And like his nose is very big. I don't know what he shoved, but he shoved something. Yeah, I don't think it's this guy at least. Because this guy has very much longer face and longer nose. And he also like the mustache goes down with his beard. This guy has just like... It's just all beard. I cannot give you more. Let's see if I can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. Leave now, what I call the steward. Yeah, let's check for some clues before the sailor comes. We're just gonna barge in here. Like, don't give a shit. Oh. Sholmes, what the fuck are you doing? Are you writing something down or are you taking a nap?
What is he doing? Mate? What do you think you're doing? Be careful with those scissors, mate. Are you supposed to cut your beard or something? This is my cabin. Get out.
Can we just have a quick look inside the traveling case, perhaps?
No.
Ah, what a pity. I think we were out of luck.
I think you're right.
There doesn't appear to be anything more we can do.
I agree, but there may be something else we could... Someone else who can help. Perhaps a great detective could get us somewhere with... I don't think so. Oi, Sholmes. Mate. Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes? Sooner or later, he's just gonna become Spider-Man and crawl on the wall with his shit. Yeah, I kind of feel the same thing. He's already been in a wardrobe, on a bed, on like a desk. Like, he will be everywhere. He will be in the ceiling. You need only to address me as Sholmes. That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing in there? Why, I was resting, of course. You were resting! You were taking a nap in a wardrobe. Mate, you're nuts. Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe while I was waiting. I wouldn't surprise me. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of deduction into service. You were taking a nap in a wardrobe. I'm pretty certain this man is not British, because it's too goddamn eccentric to be British. And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually, you're spot on. For once. Observe closely. He has a newspaper, which I kinda get the feeling is the newspaper we have. A Russian host is in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what the most effective weapon is to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why, the truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Then why did you make... Oh my god. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secrets he guards so closely is exposed? Would like to witness it. Oh, please do. Just do something stupid. Do something stupid. Oh, yes. Of course, if it's not just as stupid as calling me Russian, apparently. Well then, what you're about to see is may well astound you. Also, what is the time? I still like 30 minutes left. For I'm about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to case. How many great was in that sentence? There was 3 of them. What in the world? Could this band be more hackneyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? A what? From time to time it occurs to me that this fellow W's on account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubbiness. What the f are you talking about? I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you or anyone.
That's right, and Mr. Sholmes, I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially from the first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It is biases the judgment.
I believe he's Russian just because of the hat. Shh. I must have complete silence.
What are you doing? Why are you peeing at my face like that? Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I've quite made up my mind now. Hmm? There can be no explanation no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, you have reached two inconceivable conclusions. I have, apparently. What do you mean? Number one, a true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you are about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not? Did he forget he had scissors in his hand? I might be too knackered because I hear you say, why are you peeing at my face like that? Yeah, probably. That you probably is too knackered to understand my English. And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn. You are at this very moment no less in the midst of committing the most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth shivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not? You kinda look a bit blue, to be honest. Oh, Naruto-san, I never imagined I would witness one of Shalom's great deductions with my own eyes. That was great deduction? Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. Apparently not my fake Russian Japanese accent, apparently. Accent? Action. I was about to say action there. In a single glance, it deduced all there is to know about a person. What? What ineffable twaddle? I've never heard twaddle before. Oh yes, I've heard about it countless times in the adventure of Sherlock Sholmes. And now I experience the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true. I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Roylott's face. It looks like somehow both Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right. How could you possibly? How can I possibly know such a thing? You wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this part of the conclusions. So do I accordingly invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let us board a train of reasoning. Why do I get the feeling he's trying to invite us into a magical school bus or something right now? Like, what in the hell? But plainly, let us work through my deductions together. The game is afoot. Old man's identity. So the dubious-looking Russian, Mr. Roylott, obviously what catches the eye in the first place is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Yo, Turtle Girl, welcome to the Sholmes deduction part of the game. Not even joking, he has his own part. Yeah, he went to the captain to speak, so we managed to sneak in here. Well, sneak in. Technically, we heard a woman scream, a womanly scream, but we only found Roylott here. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. Yeah, it's a Seaman Stroganoff. You were in the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Fair. I don't understand how he is evil with that. Now, moving on. What the hell is going on? The question then begged is this. Why would you decide to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. Your clear evidence to shed light on the matter. We have clear. You have what? I'm babbling. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper is particular. The fascinating front page article, which would appear you have read also, Mr. Roylott. That at least I could see before, because I did actually see the paper in his goddamn pocket. Yeah, it is. I can absolutely say it is. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. Didn't you call me that guy? And also, that face is too goddamn long to be able to be that guy. In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses extremely copious beard. For first of all, he has more of a round face, and he has a bigger mustache. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You're the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, villain Bolshevik. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand. The worst part is, this is the second time he calls someone that. No, as for my second conclusion. You are at the very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawareness, people have a propensity to their eyes stray, you see. Yeah. I hope so, at least. And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies the futile glance falls. Yeah, because he literally just said over there, and he just looked over there like, oh shit, you realized, and like, oh, you looked at the case. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its content laid bare. No, I refuse. What could you possibly concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation, a young lady, perhaps. One slight enough to fit therein. Or a freckled band. Fleckled? I was about to say fleckled. What is fleckled? Don't be absurd. And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me. We're not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless coup d'oeil betrays you. Once again, we need only to follow your futile glance to find the answer. Oh. The page of the newspaper. The lady. I feel the lady might be here somewhere, perhaps. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappeared from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us to but only one conclusion. Well, ballerinas might actually be a bit gracious and a bit flexible, but I don't think that flexible. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma. Elementsky. Of course he does it with the goddamn Russian. Susato-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it? Nicolina the ballerina. Yep. Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholm's brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow. Like what? Everything just made up? Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes. Could you come over here for a moment? Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? The shelves here also have fallen books. True, they actually have. Well, to start with, there's this newspaper article. I think we heard the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Ah, yes, I recall a discussion earlier. And at the time, I believe I told you that the man is a revolutionary, well able to revolutionize his own appearance. For fuck's sake. He's just gonna call everyone that guy. Like, look at his face, it's so long. In fairness, Mr. Shaw, Mr. Royla does look more like this man than you do. In fairness, Mr. Roy. In fair, now I read it right. Okay. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina. Indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not just at first glance, it is too small, clearly. Yeah, I feel like he's just gonna... The whole game is just gonna be him saying someone is a revolutionary. And like, what the hell, mate? Just find another person. You would be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child in that case. Even if you pushed really hard. I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she? You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. No, I didn't know. How could I? Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from the case. That's a sentence. 5 years worth. I don't know, 10 years worth would be poking out of the case. What? Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain lithiness in their bodies. I feel like there's so many words I've never read before in here. It's just like making my mind just melt. We're such a sore bunch. It would surely be simple itself to control oneself into the confines of a small case. Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes. Yeah, I'm getting the same feeling, like holy crap. Mr. Naruto-san, Naruto, oh shit. I think his power observation are, well, magical. His eyes are cut to the heart of the matter almost instantly. Yeah, they're magical, which means non-existent. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seems a little off. Your idea of a little, maybe a little of off itself, Miss Susato. It's just one or two keywords in his deduction that seems to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps technically switch them for alternatives. What do you think? Switch some keywords? Okay, this is something new for the game. Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Sholmes' great deduction. Yeah, probably, actually. Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. Yeah. Hell no, it didn't. At times I wonder how anyone puts up with me. Really? Mate, really? Seriously? Ah, and you, good fellow. my good fellow. Sorry. Take a moment to look at your wrists. How the fuck did that happen? Where are my handcuffs? The fuck? Yeah, I don't know. And also, how did he do that? And also, why do my voice sometimes get so squeaky? Yeah, he's a bit of a witch. What in the hell? Yeah, how did you... I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. I don't believe it. Mrs. Shams, you're a marvel. Are you just trying to prove that magic is real or something? Mate. And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrist when we are finished. Well, thank you for that. No worries, in fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logical and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. Like, yeah, this is just you being absolutely being an idiot. I do love we have a correction of his deduction. Absolutely fantastic. So, the dubious-looking Russian, Mr. Roylott, obviously, what catches the eye in the first place. It's an enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? Their answer, of course, is staring us in the face. Likely we have read this before. I'm using shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard? I thought that's something you'll ever have to worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though. Well, why not? Like, his beard is absolutely humongous. It would be a good start, at least. It doesn't seem to be sitting right with the Roylott either. Which means I suppose the deduction is wrong. Just gonna check. Oh, it's getting a bit chilly here right now. So, what does my phone want? Just some stuff from Discord. A lot of Discord with math and stuff. I wonder if it's really his beard that they intend to use his shears on. Exactly. If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sean's deduction better, then what? Then we'll leave the rest to your capable hands. Okay. Whoa, how can I? Ooh, Jesus. Whoa, Jesus. Oh! The fuck? Golden locks? What the fuck? Wait, I don't believe this man is even Russian. What the fuck? I was like, what might he actually cut? And like, I'm trying to just move around, like, see if I can go like further down, and just managed to rotate like golden locks. At first I thought it was a cape or something. I'm like, the fuck? Mate, you have something sticking out on the back of your head. What is this? It looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks. No, the coloring is not the point. The point is, what is it doing on the back of Roylo's head? Yeah, what does hair do in the back of the person's head? And how is it growing out of underneath his thick black hair? Well, yes, that's true. So it's stunningly beautiful and stunningly surprising. Are you the ballerina? Probably not, but like... Yeah, like... I more or less got the same thing here.
Yes!
It's kind of got the same feeling, like... The only one I know that might have blonde hair. Oh my god, is he doing it as well? Oh my god. You're on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport. Indeed, you have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Just please, Sholmes, just shut the fuck up. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. You're not a man at all, you're a woman. I judge it from the length and sheen of your hair. So she is the woman. Wait, maybe the ballerina is pretending to be the kidnapper because she was escaping Russia. Probably. She might just escape with a tiara because someone did steal it. One still very much in her youth. Oh no. If only I had managed to cut my hair off, no one would have ever suspected. I'm just gonna change the voice now. The question then begs me is, why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent lock? I have no idea what happened if I got that wrong, but I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna get wrong on by doing it mainly. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. Now it more or less smells like meatballs. I really do like just the smell sometimes. Just because it doesn't just smell like weird, it smells like food. I don't know why it was a loud scream, but we now know there was a woman. I had no idea it was that the old man was really a young woman in disguise, did you? What? Why are you staring at me like that? Yes, it was a surprise, Naruto-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Sorry. You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing facts with Mr. Scholz. I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. This is strictly business. Yes, I understand. Say no more. Well, anyway, let's focus on this part, yeah. The evidence he picked doesn't fit the fact. No, that's true, given Mr. Royal is actually a woman. Exactly, he, or rather she, can possibly be this merciless revolutionary. I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize where it was pointing at, like I'm getting knackered here. I'm gonna do the deduction and then on the stream, because it's on time. Let's switch the evidence with something else, something that actually fits. Okay. Yeah, I know, I've done this before, don't worry, I know it. It's the other side of it. The evidence that reveals the true identity is of course the article about the ballerina. That's right, you hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. It will appear we are finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because the true identity is that of Novovich Ballerina's prima ballerina. Miss Nikolina Pavlova. Be careful with those scissors, good God. Whoa! I'm glad the hat is a bit sturdy. You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. I can agree on that. Like, sure, 15, but still, I can agree. But please, I beg you, do not tell anyone. I cannot do really a woman accent on her, to be honest. Oh god, we're gonna do another one. Yeah, but I thought, like, from my point of perspective, like, your point is no problem. My point of perspective. Like, I'm 27. Like, looking for 15-year-old girls is probably not something I should do. And it's nothing really I do either. Now, as my second conclusion. You are at the very moment at the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime over there. Oh yeah, or technically we can skip this in a way because we know about this. And I assure you, the ISB, yeah, I know. This woman is a ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside a traveling case as well. No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all. In which case, the crime this young woman is apparently committing... You seem to look pleased, Miss Naruto-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes? I'm guessing there must be a pet in there. It's a very small case, isn't it? It seems like that no person could probably fit in there. So does that tell us that Miss Pavla telling glance the direction was focused on something else? If that's true though, it doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Well, if there was nothing incriminating inside this case, why did she refuse to let us look inside? Yes, I wonder. Bet she was a perfectly harmless reason though. Hold on, there is something behind there. Ooh. Oh! Yeah, she has that thing with her.
Yes!
I just saw something with color. The proof of your crime surely is this tiara. I believe this tiara is worn on a stage by a dancer. I believe this tiara is worn on a stage by dancers in the Novavish Ballet, is it not? Indeed, it would appear to be identical with the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article. And if the report is believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rupees. In summary, the crime you have committed is theft. Yes, you left your ballet troupe unlawfully, taking their precious tiara with you. And the hat just fell down. I have no one. No family, no friends. I'm all alone, and I need money. I did not steal the tiara. It was a person from, how to say, an earl of Prussia. It belongs to me. Prussia? Do you mean Russia? Alright, I will tell you everything. There is no point to hide it now. Come, let us not be hasty. What? There remains one unsolved mystery about you. Mystery? What do you mean? Yeah, there's a pet in there. Either a snake or it's just something else. It's reasonable to conclude that therefore there exists some reason why you wish to remain close. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the content of your case, even before I have ever laid my eyes on them. Fear me. We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your carelessly couped duel betrays you, once again with only to follow your futile glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the book on the shelves. It's completely changed back to his deduction. Change type with his deductions now. I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to the changing of circumstances, don't you? Maybe, but he has suddenly brought the bookshelf into all this. It's just a wild guess, surely.
You think so?
Well, it does seem likely that the reason why his woman doesn't want to open the case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Yes, that's true, but still, Miss Pablo certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself. And there has to be another reason.
Another reason for not to open the case. I'm just taking the time a bit. Don't worry about it though.
I agree. It's the only answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed following her gaze in the direction of the bookshelf. This thing. She has a pet. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapon or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside the case of yours is something forbidden from carriage on this vessel. Probably. I have no idea why she was screaming. That's the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its content. Oh. That'll be too late to actually not reveal that now. As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous item would move on its own accord. Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside the traveling case is the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel rules of passage, a pet. Now, I cannot do double voices, so that's gonna be a bit difficult to do. Cling! And now with that solved, I am gonna save the game when it allows me. But dude, I do like this mechanic of the game.